What's up, everybody? It's Josh with FL Gardening, and today we are in the Apollo Beach Community Garden. And I just want to show you guys around, show you what we got going on in here. We are getting ready for a big plant sale coming up. It is November 8th, starts at 8 a.m. We'll have plenty of veggies, herbs, and there'll be some other vendors here, so I encourage you to come check it out. But let me show you what we got going on here in the community garden. We'll start here with the community beds, and then we'll move over to the food forest. All right. So we're here in the community bed section. These first four are actually like community beds, so people in the community don't actually rent these out. These are for demonstrations and maybe some experimental crops and stuff. We actually have a thing going on with IFAS right now. It's called Plant Your Peppers, or Plant Your Plate. It's all about growing peppers here in Florida. That's what these beds are going to be used for. IFAS is going to be coming out here and doing some demonstrations on best ways to grow peppers. If you want more info on that, I'll put a link to those classes in the description. But all of these other beds are beds that garden members or garden club members rent out. So we are currently in October, to the beginning of October. So everybody is prepping their beds. There's still some sweet potato and stuff left in these other ones growing from summer. Now I actually just got my bed. So this is mine. It's probably the saddest looking one in the garden for now. But I'm getting ready to prep it up. I'm going to do a little double dig and freshen up the soil and add some compost, throw some mulch on it. I just tested the watering system. Everything seems to be working okay. But over here, we got a little butterfly pea flower. These flowers are really nice. You can make a tea out of them. They're also edible. They taste pretty mild. They actually, for how delicate they look, they actually have a nice kind of crunchy texture to them, which is kind of surprising. Some sort of beans, maybe some Puerto Rican black-eyed peas or something like that. Some sort of southern peas. It's like some eggplant growing in here. Some chives over here. Got some sweet banana peppers going on right here. Some more eggplant. Looks like you can kind of see a little flower over there starting to bloom. Oh yeah, there's one growing over here. Let's go check that out. Nice pollinator plant. Got a little eggplant popping up. Not sure what the variety on this eggplant is. Got some more peppers in the ground here. It's like maybe some Swiss chard or something. Or maybe some beets. Hard to say. I'm not sure what they planted there. I could ask next week and find out. But some more kind of southern peas. Oh, that's a big old thick pod. This bed was just amended yesterday. I'm not sure if anybody's renting this one yet. What else we got going on in here? Some herbies. Nice looking basil. Looks pretty good. Cranberry hibiscus maybe. Peppers in this bed though. Oh, this one's got a little something on it. A little bell pepper maybe. The plant itself doesn't look too great though. The soil looks pretty dry in this bed. I'm not sure what they got their watering timer set up to, but what I set mine up to was to water for 10 minutes every other day. So I'm not sure what this one's set to. But this plant's either really, really thirsty, or maybe we got some tobacco mosaic virus happening here with this leaf curl. There's a potential that's what's happening here. This is another bed that was just amended yesterday. Over here, got some basil. Some sort of leafy green right here. Some Swiss chard that has seen better days. Some spots on it, getting a little bit of white fly potentially. Lots and lots of sweet potato growing in this bed though. Be curious to see what the harvest is. In our home beds, we have a lot of sweet potato growing. I'm getting ready to dig those out in the next week or so. Then all of this was just planted recently, yesterday or the week before. Some sort of squash growing here. some brassicas, maybe some kale, or cauliflower or broccoli. I was talking to the lady that manages this bed, and she didn't label anything, so she's like, we're going to get a surprise. We don't really know what's growing in there, but some kind of brassicas. This bed's also been a little bit neglected, but this bed's got a lot of eggplant growing, a whole bunch. We got some little flowers on here. Nice looking flowers. Small comers and stuff going on in here. Peppers, weeds. Some sun hemp right here. Very good for soil amendment. But yeah, that's what we got going on in the community garden. This is getting ready to be really, really full. So in the next couple of months, this is going to look totally different. I will be sure to do some updates on that. But let's kind of take a look at some of the trees we got around here. There's a ton of good food forest trees, and these were all labeled. I believe. I'm not actually sure what some of these trees do, to be honest with you. The guy who set all this up, his name is Raleigh. He's with Third Insight Design. He's the one that has a ton of knowledge about all of these plants. He's got a really good nursery right out of Apollo Beach. And this tree is super cool. Snowflake tree. Snowflake tree. Got them cool shapes on its leaves. It's definitely being attacked with some sort of mold or fungus or something. Or we should probably spray that. But lots of Okinawa spinach right here. Really good edible ground cover. Super cool underside to the leaves. It's really tasty. Wanilima, sometimes known as Lipia alba. This is a really easy to grow, really easy to propagate plant. You could literally take this piece, stick it into the ground, stick it into a pot, and it's going to root. It makes a great tea. Has a ton of flowers on it that attracts pollinators. In this corner, though, is super cool. We got a peanut butter fruit tree. It's starting to get some little green guys on it. They're ripe when they turn red, but it's tricky. You got to get them before the squirrels do. Squirrels, little pests, love these things. Here's a couple turning red. Not quite ready just yet. They're still kind of orangey, so they're not going to have that creamy peanut buttery kind of texture and taste just yet. But right next to it is the blackberry jam fruit tree. So it's a little peanut butter jelly corner. There's no fruit on this just yet, but it'll be really cool once there is. Firebush, Florida native. It's a great one. Attracts a ton of pollinators. Hummingbirds love it. Fig row, we got an LSU gold. Fig nominal, which is fun. LSU purple. And a classic Celeste fig. That one's struggling a little bit. So we've got them in buckets. I've had problems with this before where when you plant your figs directly into the ground, they get hit up by nematodes and just die. So hopefully keeping them in those buckets in the ground will help out with that issue. Tons and tons of pineapples planted in this canoe. Here we got a toilet paper tree. I got one of those at home too. COVID ever happens again and there's a shortage on toilet paper, I'm not worried about it. These are some more raised beds. We don't really rent these out to the public. This is more of like community stuff for the garden. But you can see we got some good stuff growing in here. Some tomatoes starting to take off. I'm not sure if these were planted or if these were volunteers, but they're growing. Got some herbs and stuff in here. Some dill, some tomatoes. Lots of tomatoes, actually. Some sort of leafy green, kind of mustard or something like that. Or, oh no, maybe it's a beet. It's like little beets. Got the compost bin set up. Lemon sedge. It's actually got some fruit on it. Kind of cool. Kind of all over the place. They look kind of ugly, but I'm sure they'll taste just fine. The Thai giant Jujube. Doing great. These are jaboticabas we got in here. I'm not sure how old they are, but jaboticabas take a really long time to fruit. Close to 10 years. We got a bay rum, lemon bay rum. This giant tree right here is sometimes called a strawberry tree or Jamaican cherry. Pretty cool tree. Grows really fast, produces a ton of fruits. Got a little red one on here. Trying to reach it. Focus. Not quite ready. They turn deep red when they're ready, but they're really sweet. I like them a lot. Moving into here, another bay leaf right here. This is a Suriname cherry that's growing really nicely in the ground. No cherries on it right now, but about a month ago this thing was loaded. Moving into the larger food forest here. So we got some bananas. What kind of bananas are these? SH3640. I've never grown these, but this I know this was just recently planted. This thing is taking off, so I'll be excited to see what the bananas taste like and how big they are from that one. What we got going here? Sapote, black sapote, red sugar apple, another Suriname cherry, ice cream bean tree. This thing grows huge and it grows fast. And it makes beans that you can kind of crack open and eat the insides. They're kind of like fluffy and really sweet, almost like cotton candy. White custard apple. Avocados. Super Hass, not that regular Hass, maybe with a Super Hass. Gefner, Atamoya. Starfruit is this tree. Looking a little pale, a little yellow, a little chlorotic. Maybe we need to hit it with some fertilizer. We're starting to get into the thick things. Back there is a nice loquat. I freaking love loquats. Another avocado or Donny avocado. Pickering mango, little baby mango. This is another mango. I forget what kind. Turpentine mango. Got tamarind. Super cool. Tamarind's a cool fruit. Another mango, Beverly mango. Beverly's kind of struggling over here. I'm not sure what's going on with her, but she's got some new growth down here. Something happened. Some mulberries, white Pakistani, another mango, Apala mango. Coming through here, got another sugar apple right here. Over here, got a guava. Nice strawberry guava tree. Growing great. No fruit really on any of the trees. Yerba mate. It's a nice tea kind of tree. You can make a good drink out of it. Macadamia. Beaumont macadamia. Wakucha. I actually don't know much about this tree. I'm not sure what it actually does, what it's good for, if it makes fruit. I'll have to do some research. Ask Raleigh, perhaps. Or over here. Dana White, another macadamia. Got cool leaves, the macadamias do. Another guava right here. This is super cool. Check out all these dragon fruit right now. This is amazing. Got lots of cool dragon fruit on there. Yeah, dragon fruits love structure. They love to climb. Putting burlap around the posts helps it latch on a little bit. But you can see we got it tied up with some string. But we got lots of dragon fruit on here. This is exciting. Nice. We got some grapes over here. Not your muscadine grapes, actually. This is 2 Primo bunching grapes, so more traditional kind of grape. See how those are doing. They seem to be doing pretty good. It's kind of amazing. All of this got flooded last year when Helene and Milton came through. So all of this was pretty much underwater. So it's kind of amazing to see that it's all grown back this much in such a short amount of time. But yeah, so this is the Apollo Beach Community Garden. It's always open to the public every Tuesday and Saturday from 9 to 11. So if you ever are in the area and you want to just come check it out, help, volunteer, ask some questions, there's going to be people here. It's cool. I really hope you enjoyed the tour here of the Apollo Beach Community Garden. If you ever want to come check it out, please don't be afraid. Come say hi. Really hope that you enjoyed this and have a good day.